The cruise cabin mistake. Nobody warns you about the biggest mistake cruisers make when booking a cabin, picking it by price alone without checking what's directly above, below, or beside it. In the next 10 seconds, check the deck plan, find the pool, the theatre, and the crew doors, and rule out every cabin lined up with them. That one habit is the difference between sleeping through the night and being wide awake at 5 a.m. Here's what nobody tells you. 2 cabins can be the exact same size, same price, same view, and one is silent, while the other sounds like a construction site. The difference isn't luck, it's location, and it's fixable in under 2 minutes if you know what to look for. I'm going to show you exactly where to look on your deck plan right now before you finish booking. The single biggest cabin mistake, and the one cruise lines never warn you about, is booking directly under the pool deck. It seems like a great location, just steps from the action, but it's a classic rookie error that guarantees an early wake-up call. Every morning, usually starting around 4:30 or 5 a.m., the crew begins their relentless setup. You'll hear the unmistakable scrape and thud of heavy loungers being dragged across the deck, the high-pitched whine of power washers, and the rumble of rolling carts. It's not a gentle sound, it's a prolonged industrial-level noise that travels directly through the ship's structure. If your cabin sits directly below this zone, you're waking up whether you want to or not. So, here's your move. Find the pool on the deck plan, then look at the deck directly below it. Every cabin in that column is a hard no, but don't just avoid the deck immediately underneath. The goal is to create what seasoned cruisers call a cabin sandwich. You want a layer of cabins above you and a layer of cabins below you, acting as a sound buffer. This insulates you from the noise above and any potential noise from public venues below. Go at least 2 decks down from the pool. 3 is even better for complete peace. This simple check separates a restful vacation from a frustrating one. Never book a cabin above or below the main theatre, nightclub, or show lounge. These venues often run past midnight, and the bass travels straight through the floors. It's not just the room directly above or below, either it's the entire vertical column. A cabin 3 decks up in the same section is still in the vibration zone. Your move. Trace straight up and down from every entertainment venue on the deck plan. If your cabin lines up, pick another one. A guarantee cabin sounds like a tempting deal. You pay a lower price, and the cruise line promises you a room in your chosen category, assigning the specific cabin later. It feels like a win-win. But what they don't advertise is that these are often the leftover cabins, the ones savvy cruisers actively avoid. Think about it. You're getting the room that nobody else wanted to pay to select. These undesirable spots can be next to a noisy elevator bank, beside a crew service door that slams at all hours, or directly under the 24-hour buffet, where you'll hear carts rolling and chairs dragging at 5 a.m. The noise isn't just horizontal, it's vertical. You could be below the pool deck with scraping lounge chairs, or above the theatre or nightclub with a thumping bass line vibrating through your floor. Even proximity to a kids club or the arcade can mean constant daytime noise you didn't bargain for. So, what's the smart move? If you're a heavy sleeper and genuinely don't care where you end up, a guarantee might save you some money, but for everyone else, paying a little extra to choose your own room is the best investment you can make in your vacation. Aim for the cabin sandwich, a room with other cabins directly above and below it. This creates a buffer from public spaces. Before you book, pull up the deck plans for your deck, the one above and the one below. Cross-reference them to ensure you aren't over a galley or under a gym. It's a 5-minute check that can save your sleep for a week. Mistake number 4 is booking a cabin right next to a crew service door. Every ship has these hidden corridors tucked between passenger cabins, and they are the secret highways for the crew. The doors are heavy, fire-rated, and designed to close automatically. They open and close hundreds of times a day, starting well before sunrise as room service preparations begin, and continuing late into the night with cleaning crews on the move. The result isn't a gentle click, but a loud metallic slam that can jolt you awake. So here's your move. When you pull up the deck plan, your eyes should immediately hunt for the unmarked, blank white gaps between cabins. These aren't just empty spaces, they are the hotspots for noise. They often conceal service stairwells, storage closets for linens and cleaning supplies, or even large HVAC air handlers that produce a constant low-frequency hum. These areas are the nerve centers of hotel operations, and they are always active. But the noise isn't just horizontal, you have to think in 3 dimensions. That blank space might also be the top of a service elevator shaft, sending vibrations up through your floor every time the lift moves. To be truly safe, you need to check the deck plans for the floors directly above and below your potential cabin. Is it located over a galley, a laundry room, or a dishwashing area? If so, you might be trading the sound of waves for the clatter of carts and machinery. The rule of thumb is simple. Avoid the cabin immediately adjacent to these service areas. The difference is night and day. The cabin right next door gets the full force of every door slam and the rumble from every cart. But just 2 or 3 doors down, the hallway structure is usually enough to dampen the noise, leaving you in peace. It's a small detail that makes a massive difference to your sleep and overall vacation tranquility. Obstructed view cabins are cheaper for a reason, but the obstruction could be a small cleaning platform in the corner, or it could be a lifeboat blocking the entire window. You won't know until you open the curtain. Your move, before booking, search that exact cabin number on YouTube or cruise forums. Someone has already filmed the view. 30 seconds of searching tells you what you're actually getting. Connecting cabins sound convenient, but unless you're traveling with the people next door, that connecting door is a sound leak every conversation, every TV show, right through the wall. Your move. Check the deck plan for the connecting door symbol. If you're not booking both rooms, skip that cabin. Here's the playbook. Look at 3 layers, what's above you, below you, and beside you. The ideal cabin has passenger cabins above and below with no blank spaces or entertainment venues anywhere in that column. Target decks sandwiched between 2 other passenger cabin decks. They're not the most expensive and they don't have the best view, but they're the ones where you'll actually sleep. 20 minutes with the deck plan is the best time investment you'll make before any cruise. Screenshot this. Never book directly under the pool, buffet or gym. Never book above or below the theatre, nightclub or show lounge. Avoid cabins next to blank spaces. Those are crew areas. Skip connecting cabins unless you're traveling with the people next door. Search the cabin number online before booking an obstructed view. Target decks sandwiched between other passenger cabin decks. Prone to motion sickness, go low and centered the most stable part of the ship. A few small upgrades can make even the best cabin better. Magnetic hooks for extra storage, a motion sensor nightlight for the bathroom, an over-the-door organizer to keep things tidy, and linked below if you want them. If this saves you from a noisy cabin, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Drop your worst cabin story in the comments. It might save someone else's vacation. Thanks for watching and have an amazing cruise.